Buffalo. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Dancing away at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Allen. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far, running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bills hit 9-3 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. throwing on first down. Huff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huff. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They go play action here on first down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
On the double.
They'll look to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now Allen again. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Shoves him aside. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen on the slant. He's got Davis. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what,
You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
Now he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action. Huff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Huff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Off the play fake. Huff, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Number 38. Josh, 17. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, There has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Whatever, 52. Check 2.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Are you ready? Set.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Right back to him on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. Huff. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high.
New notification. Microphone unmuted.
You had the no huddle, Chief. I couldn't change it.
Give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here. A long way to go.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Caught right side. Davis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Allen now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect it, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And again, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. final shot before break. Huff. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Jair Elam makes the pick, and the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Come on, set.
On second down, English, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off play action. Huff. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And cycle.
Back to throw. Huff. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
fielded right around the 8.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On the counter, this is Singletary.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
To the air, Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And Diggs has it. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
And that'll make it third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Huff. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Huff. And that is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Allen going to give the Singletary on the option. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They go right back to Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Singletary going to get the handoff.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Moss will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Huff.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Operating from the gun. Huff going up top. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and
it's complete. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Okay, ready?
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On play action, Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, Huff flushed out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huff. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Huff. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start out here with the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's all good. My remote is faulty. I mean, my controller is faulty as a mug, man. It pushes wrong things, everything. It's all good.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll give it to Mixon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
Nah, you supposed to call timeout, G. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Another shot for the one on second and goal. Another try to exit. There you have the last for us. He's going to be held up short of the goal line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
It's what's up. That was close. Yeah. I do that when I get excited, man. I'm like pushing the wrong buttons, especially that one.
Seconds of this ball game. Now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Short kick. Well, the up will take it down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
Good game. I got lucky on that.
Start broadcast. Broadcast. Button. Press cross to select. Madden NFL 23. Stop broadcast. Button. Broadcast yes. Button.